So here we are, stuck at home, bunch of poodles, and I was thinking the other day that these poodles have been loose in our house for about 2 weeks straight. And they all sleep in bed or on the couch all day long and are basically just turned into giant bums. And I was thinking it'd probably be good to talk about how to keep from spoiling your dogs during quarantine. Cookie?
This is not the best step.
But I have some tips for you. So that whenever we eventually get to a normal schedule, your dogs won't be terrible pains in the asses like these guys look like they're going to be. So, step 1, separation anxiety. Ways to avoid that. Now, you may be tempted whenever you do get to leave the house to tell them goodbye and say, I'll miss you, I'll be back. Don't do that. Your best way to handle leaving the house, coming back, is to leave a 15-minute gap where you don't talk to them, you don't freak out, greet them, hi, I missed you, or bye, I'll be back. Don't do that. That is how you reinforce separation anxiety in your dog. So best rule of thumb is 15 minutes before you leave, you put them in their safe area, whether it's a crate or some sort of X-Pen or however you do it, 15 minutes before you leave the house. So it's not directly related to you leaving. And that way your dog gets this routine of, if I go in a crate, I go in a crate, and it's not a big deal. Now, number 2, eating at the table. Your dogs can be very spoiled if you're eating on the couch or eating at the table and dropping goodies for them. The best way to deal with your dogs while you're at the table is don't. Now, we give our dogs things from the table. We do. They get table scraps. But the best way to handle that is after you are done eating, after plates are put away, you go somewhere else, not at the table, to give them those goodies. Number 3, travel. Your dog will have to travel in the car if there's an emergency, or if you get sick and your dog has to go stay with someone else, something like that. Your dog needs to be able to travel in a crate and not be upset about it. So this is another opportunity. Have your dog used to being in a crate and not freaking out about it. They can't be spoiled and lay on the couch all the time. They're cracking me up right now, their faces. And a crate is important because you may think, oh, driving around with your dog in the front seat, that's fun. But think about seatbelts. Think about someone that doesn't have a seatbelt on. What happens? They go through the front windshield. You never want that to happen to your dog. Have a plastic crate. We got one right here. They all are totally fine with being in a crate. We also have metal crates that stay in the van so that if we need to go somewhere, they go in a crate and they are safe. They're not going to be thrown out the windshield while we're driving. And they are happy to travel. They're used to traveling. Taking a little short drive, you can teach your dog that car rides are no big deal. 4.
Number 3 wasn't so much about separation anxiety.
What we're talking about spoiling.
Oh.
The theme is spoiling.
Understood. 4.
4 goes along with number 3. Having that crate in your house that is their safe place. Sure, they think the couch in Cookie's lap right now is the safe place. But what if Cookie has to go work somewhere someday? Or if he gets sick? Or if one of the dogs gets sick? That is a possibility that can happen in the lifetime of any dog or any person. So, any of these dogs can go in a crate and know that it is a safe place. It's like their den. That if they have to go somewhere, or if we have to go somewhere someday, maybe, they have a safe place where they won't get into any trouble. Because you guys would never get into any trouble, would you? Would you, Delilah?
In their crate, keep the door open when they're out.
Yeah,
put
we have
their
a crate right
favorite
here.
bed inside.
Yeah.
Put their favorite toy inside and let them go in and out freely from their crate. So it does become that safe space. And it is theirs alone.
Yeah. So all of these guys may be really spoiled right now.
No.
But we will work on some fundamentals.
How are you tired?
That they are all safe and happy. And for the day that we do get back to a normal life, they are not going to suddenly have a problem with it. Thanks, guys. Bye.